Hi guys, today I'm going to give you a look inside my Elaut Mr. Claw crane. This crane is made by Elaut, a crane manufacturer based mostly in Belgium. Elaut is known for its incredible adjusting technology in its cranes and their IntelliProgrammer, and more recently Insta-Ion technology. This crane is operated by the IntelliController, a more advanced computer processing unit than any other crane on the market. Simple controls and easy adjustment are created by the IntelliProgrammer. This crane, as with most, has an operator adjustable payout. You'll be able to see it here. This crane is currently equipped with a 30 ohm solenoid. The standard on an Elaut crane like this would be the more modern 2003 call. However, I've currently removed it as it is in service. The machine operates on a standard but more advanced joystick system, and it has more switches than your usual crane. This switch indicates when the crane is at the side, meaning that it can move the other way, left, returning to the home position. When the crane is in operation, this will signal that it has reached the bottom and that it has started its downfall. I will show it here. The crane now knows it has moved down. It has hit the bottom, so this switch is triggered. When it reaches the top again, this switch will be lit. When it hits the side, it will hit switch 4, indicating that it has reached the front. Now, most people think that Elaut cranes are more rigs than others. This is, however, a myth, as all cranes have to abide by standard laws and regulations. So the myth that Elaut, and more specifically E-Claw cranes are most rigged, is not true. Elaut, while yes, it is rigged, most other, and in fact all modern crane manufacturers that I know of today do have some sort of operator adjustable payout. In fact, in some aspects, Elaut is better, because eventually when you hit payout, you will win. As with some crane manufacturers, the call goes weak every time. This crane has parameters set by Elaut to payout, so that you can't be ridiculous on your payout. The maximum payout is 1 to 5, which means that for every $1 of price cost, you're allowed to make a payout for 5. Now, this is very reasonable, considering that Smart Industries and other crane manufacturers have the maximum payout set to no real standard. This crane is actually one of the more reasonable as far as payout regulations. As far as the inside, it's your pretty standard joystick, coin mechanism, optional dollar bill acceptor, your standard computer processing unit, meters, and controller, which is not standard in most cranes, and a speaker. The power supply is in the back. This crane also has upgraded detectors. It's an 8-channel IR detection system, meaning that a prize really won't get by the detector system. All the detector really does is tell the crane when a prize has gone through and to reset the payout rate. So, if your prize does miss the detector, eventually the crane will send a signal to the computer saying, okay, the detector must be broken because we're not receiving a signal from it when we should be. The crane will then shut off and you will not be able to play. So, if you ever hear a crane saying, please call attendant, it's because it's probably over or underpaying, meaning that you probably don't want to play it and you want to call the attendant. This crane has a great swing-out door, which makes it a lot easier to access all the controls. It's very easy to service, unlike most cranes today, like this Elaut crane, where it's only got a small door opening. This is very convenient in the line of cranes today for the street operators who need to get inside and have lots of room for storage. This crane is equipped with 13 different sound options. 2 of them come standard. You can purchase the other 11 for $55.99 a piece. Your standard sound is just the We Like to Party theme, or more commonly known as the Six Flags theme song. Although you can purchase many other sounds. I have purchased a few others. I have the big one and the Cosmic Crane. It's just a very quick change of the sound card here. I'm going to go ahead and put the big one in and turn up the volume a little bit so that you can actually hear. Right now the volume's on about 50%, and since the speaker isn't too powerful, I think we're going to go ahead and change it to about 75. So we just simply take out the old sound card there, stick in the new one, put the old one in the bag. These are mildly expensive, so you don't want to lose them. And now that we have our new sound card in, when we play, it will make the sounds like the big one crane. I'm going to go ahead and put on some credits. So we're going to play and it will sound like a big one. Any Elaut crane can do this as long as it's 2003 or newer. The crane currently has the instant replay function enabled, which means when you hit this button down here, it will drop the claw once again in the exact same position, costing you 1 credit. This is actually a profit scheme, as most times the claw will drop the prize in a different position, except like right then when I won. However, the crane's overpaying, so it will be giving an error message as you see here. It's not going to let you play until an operator, i.e. me, comes in, opens the door, and tells the machine that it's okay. Now that the payout's been reset, you'll see that the error code's gone away. Now I can play. The crane's on a 45-second timer, but this is changeable from as little as 1 second to 60 seconds. The crane can also be set to an up and across function, where you may only move the joystick once forward and once sideways. This is very unpopular in America and is more popular in countries like England and France. Joystick is pretty standard here, as most of your players are not skilled. The skilled player would be able to operate a 2-button just as well as a joystick. As you see, the crane does drop the prize here, and it is pretty obvious. As this crane is meant for a more modern claw and the older claw is in, this is going to be something that happens. As you can see here, it's going to pick up the prize, and right about when it reaches the top, it's going to drop it. However, sometimes the crane will completely open the claw and not really close it again. This is an issue that us operators have to deal with, because if the claw opens completely, people don't want to play. So you must carefully program the crane so that it's still fair to the player and that you have a chance. Yes, you can beat the payout. A common myth is that, oh, you can't beat the payout. It's impossible to win till the operator's got his money. This is just not true. If you grab something at the right point, you'll win it. This crane is not set to payout, as you saw it just did before, and it is overpaying. So if we try and win this domo dice, and we get a good enough grab on it, there's a good chance that it'll stay in, even after the dropout. Okay, we've grabbed the domo dice, and it just dropped out. However, the domo dice did drop out this time. Let's try again and see if we can get it. We're going to replace the domo dice in the center, and go for it again. A lucky grab could make this a very possible win, even though it's not payout. We missed this time. Let's use the instant replay feature. As you see, the claw grabbed on. Will it make it to the dropout? It made it to the dropout, and as you can see, we just won. Folks, this crane is not happy, as it is way overpaying. So as you can see, it is not impossible to win a crane before payout, and Elaut cranes are not any more rigged than the others. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.